So cool. So first thing is, thanks for doing this, man. I really appreciate it. And so we'll kick it off where the first thing, right? Can you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about your industry. What do you do? How long have you been doing it for?
Yeah, so I'm into sheet metal fabrication industry, especially making transformer tanks, the transformers that you see on the road through which you get electricity to your homes. So I made the complete steel body of that. We started this business back in 2008 when I came back to India from England after doing a mergers and acquisition banking job. So it was quite a new thing for me. There was nothing that I knew about the industry. It's just instinctively and intuitively I started this business and slowly learned everything on the shop floor itself. We've been doing this for almost 14 years. We grew from the first year's turnover of 20 lakhs. Now this year we hopefully will be closing at 40 crores. So it's been a roller coaster ride of ups and downs and crazy stuff. Yeah, but it's been good. Yeah, it's been good.
Super interesting. Super interesting. Banker to manufacturer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what made you work with Bulletproof Teams? Like, what was the reason that you joined? That you started, rather?
So, Nikhil, if you remember, you were following me up on Instagram quite regularly.
LinkedIn.
And there were first 3 or 4 messages that I completely ignored. I did accepted your connect request, but I completely ignored all of that. But there was a point that I was thinking in my mind, I've come up to a level of 15, 16, 20 crores. How do I grow my business and how do I make it sustainable so that even if I'm not there or I'm taking a sabbatical to do something else, how do I keep it growing? And that's why I kept on thinking, should I join Rahul again? Because I've done Tarun Jain before. Should I do Rahul again? But I was very clear I'm not going to do that because it's like, 200 students in one session and I wanted something one-to-one. And there you go, your message was again, a follow-up message was there again on my LinkedIn. And somehow it just replied back and there was your follow-up call and we had a couple of calls. It was very clear in the very first call that we both have a connect. We can and I'm a kind of a person who goes a lot with the vibe, right? It's not only the technical skills of the person. I'm a person who goes a lot with the vibe.
Yeah.
So I thought we could connect and there was a good vibe with you. So that's why we joined. And it's been a great journey. I mean, you've been very supportive. In my tough times, personally also, you were very supportive. So thank you so much. And we look forward for 2023 also. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. I'm glad I could support you through that, and thank you for that. Really means a lot. So, what? So is it what you expected? Is the program, the coaching, what you expected?
If you remember the first call itself, we figured out that the biggest bottleneck of any business is the owner himself.
Yes.
Yeah. And somewhere down the line, I was one of the bottlenecks. Which we figured out, and the whole program was structured in a way to sort of filter me and improve me as an owner of the business so that I am more equipped and have more ammunition to improve my business.
Yeah.
So that's what we've been working on for the last 4-5 months, keeping that 3 months break aside, but 4-5 months we've been working on that, and I myself feel more motivated and feel that I have more ammunition in my armory to sort of tackle my business in that way.
Yeah, that's great, man. That's good to know. And what has been the value directly and indirectly for you and your business?
What do you mean? Just repeat the question.
What's been the value for you directly and indirectly? I think you already spoke about it. For you, it's been motivation, removing yourself as the bottleneck. But what's been the value for your business, right?
So if I talk about myself, value for me, as I said, I've sorted my calendar out. There were too many silly things that I was involved in. And at the end of the day, when I left it didn't make any difference.
Yeah.
So, but I left it make a difference in my time and I was devoting more time to things that actually mattered. So that was the biggest value for me. The value to my business is now I'm more clearer with my goal settings, what exactly I need to do, how I want to align my team in order to go where I want to go. So sorting myself out is giving me a lot of courage to sort my team to align my team, so the business can go in the right direction. So that's been the biggest win.
Nice.
Of all the sessions we've been in.
Nice. And what does that mean for your business? Like, sorting it out, giving it direction, aligning your team in terms of growth. Like, what are you looking at now?
So my first concern was sustainability, which I feel now, even if I'm involved that much amount of time in my business, which is once a week or maximum twice a week in terms of operation, and the rest of the things in growth, the team is aligned to sustain the business. And then then comes the growth part, where I am more involved in the growth part.
Yeah.
So I'm not involved in day-to-day activities and ye material late ho gaya, this material is not going out in time. So these things are handled by the team now, which is great. The sustainability part they are handling. I am handling the more growth part, which is a great thing in any organization.
Absolutely, and that's what your main job is. And how much growth are you projecting, like with this shift now of how you're running your business?
So when we started, if you remember, when we started the last year, we were at 16 CR. The year we started, we closed at around 23 crores. This year, I'm anticipating we should be able to close around 40 crores.
Amazing, that's amazing.
And that too with a drop in steel prices, drop in overall pricing, drop in our pricing to the customers. So if we see organic growth, it's probably much more. But since our prices, our selling prices have come down in comparison to last year, our organic growth is much more.
Wow, that's amazing. And that's nearly 1 point, almost touching 2x, right? Almost touching 2x.
Absolutely.
So what would you say to someone who's considering joining the program, right? Considering getting coached into Bulletproof Teams, by Bulletproof Teams?
If somebody is listening to me, don't even think about it. You are the biggest bottleneck in your business. You may realize it right now, you may not, but after a couple of sessions, this is exactly what will make you realize that you are the biggest bottleneck, and you will need to sort yourself out. We have been trained to do business in certain ways that our parents and our families have taught us, that shop floor pe baithna hai tabhi kaam hota hai, tabhi dhanda hota hai. It is absolutely wrong. It is not right. Nikhil will actually tell you that, and he will not probably punch it in your face, but he will have certain models on the screen, and he will make you realize that whatever you're doing is bullshit, and it's time to change it. So don't even think about it. There is a time, after doing a graduation, one does MBA, and after doing an MBA, one thinks, I'm fully educated and I don't need to do anything else. But as an entrepreneur or any human being needs to be educated every now and then, and it's a great short MBA, 6 months MBA kind of a program where you sort yourself out to be able to take care of your business and your family also. So it's the sessions are not only about business and how to grow your business. It's about how to grow your personal relationships with your family and all of that together. So it's always good to gain knowledge, always good to get an outside perspective. So go for it. That's my opinion.
So much. That means a lot, man, Tarun. And in one word, how would you describe the coaching, the process? In one word.
I think it was a very structured process.
All right.
Very structured process. From the day one, you knew exactly how to take the day 12th session or the 13th session, and you had panned it out completely. In our case, it was a special case. We had a 3-month break because of my personal family crisis, and you were very supportive enough to sort of extend the timeline and to extend the number of sessions and the guidance. But from the very day one, I think you knew how to pan the 12th session also.
Yeah.
So it was great.
Awesome, great. I'm glad. So, any other thoughts? Any last words, about the process, the coaching that you think would be helpful for others to kind of think about, right? To know and understand, for their benefit.
I'm a firm believer, when we go to learn something, we have to go with a clear mind and a clear paper in our mind. There's a lot of baggage that we carry with ourselves, and when we go to certain coaching sessions, we always try to connect the dots. कि वो ऐसा बोल रहा है तो वो ऐसा इसलिए बोल रहा होगा.
Yeah.
So my clear suggestion to any new joinee: come to this coaching sessions with a clear mind, unlearn certain things that you've done in the past, try the new things that you want to learn and give it a shot. I mean, you must have done 1,000 other things to improve and grow your business that may have worked, may not have worked, but clear your mind, have a clear paper in your brain, start everything from scratch. There are definitely benefits to gain from this session.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man. That means a lot.